So good morning, Facebook family, friends, and audience. It's Lady Polite, and it is a wonderful Wednesday, but we are having some terrible traffic in Maryland. But with that being said, I just want to say hello, give a shout out to all my family, my friends, and my audience. Tell you that I love you. And just to mention a little bit about selflessness and how, I woke up with something, and then as I was driving, Joe Osteen had a message on that confirmed what I was hearing this morning as I was preparing to start my journey today. And it just makes me think about how I remember a family member of mine. We was talking about a child of this family member, and I remember the family member saying the reason why they didn't do certain things for their child was because they, at a young age, they had to do so and so, didn't have their parents, whatever, they had to go out there and make it happen. So, so that's how they treated their child. And, I think it was the beginning of last year, or maybe the beginning of this year, God started to work with me, because that was said to me years ago. But this beginning of this year, sometime in 2017, the Lord started to really deal with me, with that as well. And had me to start to thinking that why would each generation is to make it better for the next generation. So why would we as people, human beings and parents, will want to make it just as hard for someone that we love or care about, when we have a world of knowledge of the good and bad, the do's and don'ts, to keep them from falling, or keep them from, not just keep them, but also assist them, in being all that we can be. And it brought to my mind this morning how, the story about the man, whereas, he owed somebody a lot of money, and, he begged and he pleaded, and the person, and I'm paraphrasing the story, and so the person gave him mercy, and cleared him of all his debt. But then he turned around and he, then went after somebody else who owed him and had no mercy. And so, selflessness is twofold, It made me realize how the person who showed selflessness is blessed by allowing someone to excel on the world of knowledge that they have received. And this could be, can be for parents or a child. It can even be from co-worker to co-workers, where there's so much competition, whatever you have, you share to help that person to, to achieve just like you have achieved. And for some reason, we instead of us being selflessness, we become competitive, or we don't want people to know, how we have done things. But in saying that, like I said, it's twofold. The person who is showing selflessness, God blesses them to be able to mentor someone and see others succeed, and that is such a great feeling. But on the other hand, the person who is receiving the world of information and assistance have to be very careful to not in return not also give to someone else, or show that same mercy, or show that same love and kindness or mentorship to the other. And it brought to my mind, how even in my life, I had to come to the point of not wanting my children to go through the same things. We say, well, we have a backbone, and, because I did so and so, that's why I'm who I am. And we want our kids to have those characteristics as well. But we shouldn't want them to have to go through the same struggles. And so on that note, we want to make sure that, and we hope that our children, do not become selfish because we're making things easy for them, and so that's my word for today is whether you on the selflessness end or you on the selfish end, because you have been blessed to receive, some things and stuff that your parents didn't receive, that you don't take it for granted. So I just want people to think about that today. I'm truly thinking about that. I'm truly blessed to be able to be used to help my kids not go through some things that I went through. But at the same time, honey, sometimes they gotta realize and not to be disrespectful or not be thankful or satisfied, because I tell you, the children that are born with a silver spoon in their mouth, they can be a handful. And not saying that my children have been born with a silver spoon or have a silver spoon in their mouth, but because I know that I try to help them succeed in all that they need to do, they have not had to go through some of the encounters that I have had. And I know, Kenny, you know what I'm talking about, amen? They have not had to go through a lot of the things I had to have gone through. And you know, and as parents and as people, all we want is for the people who are receiving the blessing is to just be grateful, you know? And that's the key thing, to be thankful and to be grateful, because sometimes those who are on the receiving end can take those blessings and turn around and be unthankful and ungrateful for the things that other people are doing. So that's my word for today. Kenny, have a blessed day. And give me some information. I forgot when it's Jackie's birthday party, so I can, you know, come down to New York and we can celebrate. The family need to get together. We haven't been together in quite some time. So again, I'll give you a call, Kenny. Again, I want everybody to have a wonderful Wednesday. And we hope to see you on our Facebook Live this Sunday. We're doing our MRL. And it's going to be deep this Sunday. And we actually changed the time. We're filling out the best time to do the MRL Live on Facebook. So I think we did it at 10 o'clock last Sunday. And this Sunday coming up, we're going to try it at 9. We're trying to really pinpoint the best time, because we know the 5 to 6 on Sunday is not the best time to do it. So, Kenny, I hope to see you at 9 o'clock this Sunday, and you have a blessed day. Bye-bye.